I was blessed to grow up in the New York City housing projects. Wait, who says that? Okay, but let me explain. I grew up in the Coney Island housing projects specifically. Not sure of what the projects are. They're pretty much low income housing for folks who don't want to be left on the street, state sponsored or something, federally sponsored. I have no idea. But it wasn't only that that made me who I am and made me grateful for who I am. It's also grown up in a single mother household. And yep, that's my beautiful mother right there. But it wasn't only my mother. I was lucky enough to be brought up in a community that consisted of my entire family. I'm grateful for it. I learned a lot growing up there. I learned about the hustle, I learned what it really takes to get out of the struggle. But not only that, but to survive, which most people don't have. And I had no mentors growing up, no really masculine figures to help me with how I aged and what I was going to become as I aged. The only guys I really knew were guys who sold drugs on the corner, family, friends. One day I would not see them anymore, wonder what happened, and come to find out they were either in jail or killed on the street. Enough of that. That sounds sad. Uh, but most of the time, I grew up loving things like anime, think your Yu Yu Hakusho or Dragon Ball Z, and I loved video games. My first gaming system was a PlayStation, and one of my favorite games was Final Fantasy VII, amongst other PS1 and PS2 games. And I also had a Game Boy where I just only played Pokemon, and it's the only game that I had because my mom couldn't afford anything else. But even though I had gaming, even though I had anime to watch on television and VHS tapes, I also played with my friends outside. I spent a lot of time outside, especially in the summer. Although when it came to school, I wasn't really a good kid. I was pretty much in trouble all the time, but school was boring, and I still was able to average about a B minus. What really shifted my perspective about life was when I had a friend die on me in my late teens. He was someone I went to high school with. He was one of the guys who really showed me how to work out and be into fitness and stuff. Passed away for unknown reasons. He just went to sleep one day and never woke up. And this put a really odd feeling in me. I didn't know what to expect of it. I didn't understand life and all these things. So I really started to question everything. And later on, I wondered where the sadness and anxiety that would just spring up at random times came from. But it came from this existential crisis that I was going through after my friend passed away, and just knowing that life is precious and life is really, really short. That wasn't the only thing that brought me to where I'm at today. It was also a serious relationship that went sour, and that relationship broke me. After that relationship ended and my friend passing away is when I started to seek knowledge. And part of seeking this knowledge and building a lot of relationships and friends around me, I was able to travel. I was able to live in China and teach English. I eventually came back to the States and I was able to get a corporate job without a bachelor's degree because I dropped out of college. From that job, I was able to get promoted twice, which eventually led me to the job that I was able to hit a threshold that I've always had on my mind, which is a six-figure salary. And currently I have the body of my dreams. I've always wanted this kind of body and this build, and I finally have it. I have a long-term relationship that is super supportive and very loving, and that relationship really fills my cup alongside the friends that I have near me. And I have so much more. I could keep going. I'm bragging a little bit, but it's good when you put in all that work. Brag a bit. All didn't come easy. It took a lot of internal work, a lot of pain, a lot of truths, a lot of relearning and forgetting things, and a lot of bullshit. Came to the realization that life is not perfect, and it's not perfect at any given time. You can have so many great things going for you, but there will be things that kind of suck. But for me, I've optimized a way to make sure that majority of my life is filled with joy, it's filled with happiness, and that I can prepare for the future in the right ways. And I really want to experience a life of joy and peace. Happiness is fleeting. I can't count on happiness to be there every single day. But when it does come, I'm here for it, because God knows there's a lot to be grateful for, especially if you grew up in America. So I made this channel here to help folks who are like me when I was younger, kind of lost, confused, not sure, want to understand the world a little bit better. And I want to utilize my own experience, my thought process, the tools and tactics that I've brought in to help my life over the last few years. So I like to think of this as kind of like a journal for my kids. Through all these years of reading countless books, speaking with mentors, hiring coaches, doing all these online courses, and all my life experiences, I want to help you, because I'm really all about perspective. There is no right and wrong. We are the ones that create meaning out of those. And I always want to help people with digging into the depths, digging into the root causes of why a specific part of their life may be in shambles. Because in that darkness, you find the golden nuggets. And this is where we can bring our gifts into the world. And yeah, I use a variety of modalities which I share on this channel. So with that, I don't want to say anymore. I want to thank you for being subscribed and sharing your own wisdom in the comments. I'm really trying to build a community here. I really want a community of people who also think like I do, which is why it's called Ruben Ponders. And I really want to create a sustainable community of people who are just looking to make their life a little bit better every single day. And they want to make not only their own lives better, but the lives of the people close to them, their loved ones, their community, and if they really have what it takes, the world. So hey, I hope you enjoy watching all my videos, my shorts, and all the good things. Send me a message on the socials and let me know if there's something you want to hear about or you have questions. And if you like to work with me, message me. I'd love to work with you, see if it makes any sense to help you any aspect of your life you may be struggling with. So until the next video, y'all, thank you and peace.